You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I doing?
Good afternoon. I am Kim Kent, Carl Kent's wife, and today we're going to be making Big Belly banana pudding. So here are our ingredients. First, we're going to start with 8 tablespoons or a stick of butter. Then we're going to take 2/3 of a cup of flour, a cup and a half of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 cups of cream, 3 cups of evaporated milk, 8 egg yolks, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 4 teaspoons of vanilla, and then this is our Big Belly spices, which consists of 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, and 2 pinches of cayenne pepper. Are we ready to begin? We're going to start first with our egg yolks, and we're going to mix those in. We want to get those really well mixed before we even think about adding in the other liquids. And then we're going to go ahead and start adding in our liquids. I'm going to go ahead and add in the milk. Actually, it's the cream. We love, love, love our cream. Raw cream is best. Then I'm going to add in the evaporated milk. Very, very thick. We'll go ahead now and add in the lemon juice. That was 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then we're going to add in the 4 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You want to use pure vanilla extract. That's the best thing. I'll go ahead and put in my half a teaspoon of salt. Work that in, and then I'm also going to go ahead and work in my sugar. And last but not least, we're going to add in that Big Belly spice of those 2 teaspoons of, or the 2 little pinches of cayenne pepper. Those really just kick it up a notch. So we're going to add that in, and we're going to take this over to the stove top. We're going to take it up to a rolling boil. Using medium heat. We're over to our stove top, and we're going to turn this up under medium heat, and we're going to mix. You're going to need to mix this until it gets to a rolling boil. One of the things that we need to do is to get this to thicken up. So this is where we're going to start adding in that the flour that we have. So we're going to whisk that in. This is really thickening up nicely as soon as we add in that flour. And then we're also going to add our butter in at this time as well. If I could have one of my children here, I'd have them whisking this. While our pudding has been cooling, what we're going to do is go ahead and caramelize our bananas. What I first did was take about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, just so that it's not sticking, and let that melt in the pan. Then I'm going to take 10 bananas, which were cut up about 1/4 inch or so, and we sprinkled some lemon juice on them so that they would not brown. We want to be able to maintain the beautiful color of those bananas. And we're going to place these in the pan. Our goal is not to turn these things into plátanos. You don't want to fry them, but what we are trying to do is to get a little bit of brown going on there. So I've got this under medium heat. Okay. And so this is going to cook for a little bit. The other thing that we're going to add to this to help it with the caramelization is we're going to add some honey. So I'm going to watch me drizzle this on under the high heat. It's going to make these absolutely delicious. But again, our goal here is to get these nice and brown. You'll see that in a minute. Welcome back. It's time for us now to layer our banana pudding. So what you have here first is a layer of vanilla wafers, and on top of that we're going to put a layer of our pudding. So watch as I put this through. And with the vanilla wafers, you can plan with this banana pudding to use approximately 1.5 boxes of vanilla wafers. All right, so that's our first layer of the banana pudding. You see about how much that ended up being. First little layer, and then on top of that now we're going to spread about half of our mixture of the bananas. And I'm going to just take a little knife, put that through there, spread that out. That's the first of our layers. Let's put just a little bit more in there, because you really want to make sure that you get that nice yummy banana flavor. You can see how that caramelization went, and got some of those nice brown pieces of banana in there. That looks absolutely delicious. It smells wonderful. It's a shame you can't smell it. And now on top of this, we're going to add another layer again of the vanilla wafers, and then start all over again. For us to make the meringue, What we're using here are our 8 egg whites. Remember we had those yolks in earlier. We're going to pour those into our mixer. By the way, I'm using the mixer because my arms got tired from all that mixing. Then we've got 12 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and get this started now. And then I'm going to slowly add in the sugar. And then I'm also going to add in the cream of tartar, which is 1/4 teaspoon of the cream of tartar. The goal is to make these nice stiff peaks. I'm going to unlock it and we're going to test and make sure that we've got those nice stiff peaks. Look at that, beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and top our banana pudding. Now it's time for us to top our big belly banana pudding. And what we're going to do, just before we do that, we're going to turn our oven on to 350 degrees because that's what we're going to bake. Take the meringue, look at that, look at how thick that is. These beautiful peaks. I'm going to take all of this in big dollops. So we're going to spread this out. Look at how beautiful that is. And then once it's finished spreading out, we're going to go ahead and make these beautiful little curls. Now when it goes in the oven, it's going to be there really just long enough to brown these. It's not going to be that long, 15 minutes or so, depending on how much you like it. All right, so I've got this more or less flat. Now I'm going to start making some little peaks. Okay, it's ready. Let's go see what it looks like. Oh, look at this. Wow, look at this. Fantastic. There you go. This is Big Belly Banana Pudding. Enjoy.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.